Well, my project today is I'm going to go ahead and change the freewheel on this bike. This has got a Sachs freewheel on there, and it's a bit worn, and shifting is not too great. So I'm going to go ahead and put a brand new Shimano freewheel. What a freewheel is, it's a self-contained little unit. It screws onto the hub, so it's got like little threads back here, and it's got the whole little bearing system inside there, so it spins on there, and it's got pawls. So what it does is it allows it to spin free in one direction, but then catch in the other direction, so it turns the wheel. So that's what a freewheel is. Not to be confused with a cassette, in which the little bearing and pawl stuff is in another part that's attached to the hub called a free hub. But I'll probably do another video on that too. So the first thing I want to do is remove the wheel, and just for ease of use I've got the chain shifted to the smallest ring. So let's go ahead and pop this down. It just makes it a little easier to put the thing back on. Okay, I got the wheel here. I want to go ahead and remove the skewer and get the spring and pull it out of here. And go ahead and put that aside. Don't lose the springs or the parts. Now, depending on what brand of freewheel you are removing and installing, you're going to need different tools. If you look right in here, there's like little splines. You might be able to see it on the new one a little bit better. See, there's little splines in here, and so what you're going to need is a tool that are going to fit those little splines. Here's like a few of the different freewheel tools that I have. Here's one that has like splines on it, and then these ones have like little notches. So some other brands of freewheels have these little notches that these fit into. The Sachs also uses the same one here. This is a Park Tool FR1. These other ones here are also made by Park Tool. These tools generally cost usually under about 10 bucks. You can find them for maybe like 8 bucks at your local bike shop. Anyway, this tool, what it's going to do is just going to slide right in here and mesh with those little splines in there. Okay, so I have the tool in there, and one thing you can do is you can put the skewer back through here and have it actually go through the tool to help hold the tool on. You don't want to have it clamped real tight. You want to have it a little bit loose so it gives it a little room to move out, but I rarely ever do that. Not on this kind. On the other ones that have like the little notches that come out, the other two types of tools, I usually do, but on this kind I generally don't. So I slide this in here, and I have a big crescent wrench, and I'm going to fit this onto here. And what I want to do is turn this counterclockwise. Now, if this freewheel's been on the bike for a while, what happens is this is turning clockwise. It's actually tightening this thing on. So if this has been on the bike for a while, these things can be extremely tight, and you may need more than just a wrench to remove it. So what I'm going to use is a big cheater bar. So I'm just going to slide this over the crescent wrench here to give me more leverage, and usually I'll just hold the wheel. If it's real tough, I can actually kind of brace this up against maybe a wall or something. But usually I rarely have to do that. Usually I just do this and break that thing loose. And once you get it loose, then you can just unscrew this off. Just turn this tool. It'll come loose. There. It comes right off. And so there's the threads that the freewheel just screws right onto. Okay, I'm ready to install the new freewheel. Just slide it on here and turn it on, get the threading started. And it should thread on pretty easy. Then just go ahead and spin it on till it's tight there. Then you can take the tool, slide that on there. use the wrench to go ahead and tighten it on there. I don't need the cheater bar to tighten it. I just use the wrench to tighten it on there, and that'll be good enough. As I ride it, the freewheel itself will go ahead and tighten itself on. Now I want to reinstall the skewer. So I just slide this up. The lever goes on the side opposite of the freewheel. Slide this on here, get that started. Now I want to reinstall the wheel. Since I had the chain on the smallest cog when I pulled it off, I'm going to go ahead and put the chain on the smallest cog, putting it back on. Slide it back up in here. Tighten this on here. Like that. Then just go ahead and test it, make sure everything works good. There. And that is how you change a freewheel on a bike wheel. If you found this interesting or helped, please subscribe to my channel. You can click the like button on the video, show you like the video. I always appreciate that. If you have any questions or if there's something else you want to see bike-wise, go ahead and post in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Anyway, thank you for watching.